When Knox was born, he wasn't breathing, so they had to put a tube down and breathe for him right away. His heart rate got real fast and it dropped as well. Basically, they took him and started working on him. So he lost oxygen to his brain, which resulted in brain damage. We spent 17 days in the NICU, and he was diagnosed with hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy, HIE. So we went through a bunch of tests. We went through tests on his brain. He had swelling on his brain. And right before we were leaving the NICU, he had to do his newborn hearing screening. And he failed the first one. And so we spent the night with him in the NICU. They did another test, and he failed that one as well. So we followed up with the audiologist, and we did the hearing test, and it was moderate hearing loss in his right ear. So we got set up with a speech-language pathologist, Lori, and she told us about a daycare that was for kids for hearing loss and for deaf kids. So we followed up with Jennifer, and we took a tour here, and we got to meet the teachers. We got to meet the speech-language pathologist here, Mary Ann. At the end, I remember that Jennifer prayed with us, and we left, and she said, "Whatever you decide, call me back." And then we called her back the next day, and Knox started the following week.
I think Happy Hands was really just kind of a lifeline for us because we didn't know what was going on. This was our first child that we had been through NICU with. We were still in a phase that, any day something could happen. We were kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. And Happy Hands, just everybody here really embraced us, and we've learned so much about deaf culture and the deaf community, about what having unilateral, just his right ear hearing loss is going to mean for Knox, and how that's going to affect, where he needs to sit in class, and where he's going to struggle to be able to hear because he doesn't have that equal hearing. Happy Hands has just meant so much for us, and he has excelled here in a way I don't think he would have anywhere else. His language has come so far that we have to try and catch up with him on his sign because he knows more signs than we do.
Piper gets to go here now too. Piper is 7 months old. Both of them get to come here, and Piper gets to learn sign language so that she can communicate with Knox too, because his sign and spoken is just taken off. I felt so lost whenever we were finding all of this out because I didn't know anybody who had gone through what we went through, and it was a really lonely feeling. There are teachers here to love you and help you through every obstacle that you could think. For Happy Hands to be here in this community is amazing.